Hello, my fellow felines. This is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. And today I am actually renovating my house from my video on Monday. If you didn't catch that, on Monday I did the 10-minute build challenge, and it turned out kind of miserable, but functional. So this is one of the very few times I actually decided, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and renovate this thing. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really proud of how it ended up turning out. I did most of the things that I mentioned in the video I was thinking about doing, because at the end of every 10-minute build challenge I do, I tend to be like, oh, well, I would have done this if I had more time, and I would have done this if I had more time. And today I did renovate it, so I had the opportunity to do those things that I wanted to do, so I did them, and everything turned out really nice. I hope you guys enjoy it. This house ends up being 46,705 simoleons, which isn't that expensive if this were like a family home, but this is actually just a one bedroom, one bathroom. So it is a little pricey for what it is, but it is very cute. It's a small craftsman house, and I placed it in the world of Brindleton Bay. Currently, I'm working on it in either Willow Creek or Newcrest, where I built it initially in the video, but about halfway through I ended up moving it because I feel like it definitely doesn't fit in this neighborhood. Yeah, we're in Willow Creek. So I felt like it didn't fit in Willow Creek, so I moved it to the kind of upper right part of Brindleton Bay in the end, and it looks really cute there. But honestly, the real reason I ended up moving it from Willow Creek to Brindleton Bay is because I wanted more room for landscaping. Because I feel like craftsman houses you see, obviously in real life in more neighborhoods more like Brindleton Bay versus Willow Creek. And so I ended up moving it to a 30 by 20 lot and just put like lots of landscaping into it. And I used debug landscaping, of course. Well, show live edit landscaping, which is basically the same thing in my head, but I ended up using that landscaping, and it looks very cute, and I really like it. Also, I did end up platforming this house a little bit, so the kitchen is sunken, and I can't remember if I sunk it or if I raised it, but there's a little area by the door that goes out to the back patio deck thing, and that is either sunken or raised as well. But frankly, right now I can't remember which way it goes. So the platforms are one of the things that I structurally changed. Realistically, it's not like that much of a change, but I did do that. I added 3 or 4 wall segments here in the kitchen, as you can see, just so I could have kind of a bigger kitchen without it looking too weird. And then I added the deck out back, obviously, and I messed with the roofing a tiny bit, added a roof over the front porch part and the back deck. But in reality, I didn't mess with the structure of it too much because I thought it was a pretty good structure anyway when I first made it. And that's kind of the main reason I ended up actually renovating this, because I thought it was a good shell, a good kind of starting point for me. And so that's why I was kind of like, yeah, I'll actually renovate this one, because frequently when I do the 10-minute build challenge, I frequently say, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and renovate this, but I never actually end up doing that for one reason or another. Either I just want to change the entire thing, or it ends up too small, or something of that nature. But I was really happy that I was actually able to renovate this one and make it look good. And I hope you guys think it looks good as well, because I'm actually really proud of this, and I haven't been proud of a house in a little while, so this feels nice to actually come back to a video and be like, yeah, I really like this. So hopefully you guys do as well. And you may notice I actually did end up sticking with the first swatch for all the woods from Seasons, and I wasn't super excited about it because I don't tend to use that orangey wood often, but I figured I used it in the initial build, so I was going to stick with it here. And frankly, I don't tend to use the orangey red wood frequently, and I don't see many simmers that do. I watch quite a few simmers, but a lot of them don't, and I kind of understand why. It's a hard swatch to find matches for unless you're specifically using like a certain few packs. And you know, luckily enough, another pack that actually incorporates the red orangey wood really well is Snowy Escape. So I use those counters from it, and I use some other things here and there. I think the dining table is Snowy Escape, the shelves in the kitchen are as well. And I'm just really glad that I am fortunate enough to have all the packs. So I was able to get the most out of this, get the most out of the orangey wood swatch, and I think this looks really cute. I hope you guys like it. I don't know how many times I said that here. So I want to talk about the Snowy Escape counters really quick. So I have a bit of an issue with it. I really enjoy that we can clutter the counters by ourselves and we have all the clutter spaces and whatever, but there is a very large part of me that wishes we had two separate counter options. I wish we had one counter option that was like pre-cluttered already, and the one we have where we can clutter ourselves. And when I say pre-cluttered, I don't necessarily mean one that has like actual objects on it. I'm more thinking one that has like decorative objects on it that we can't really mess with. And I just say that because we don't have a lot of kitchen clutter in game. I mean, if we have all the packs, sure, there's quite a bit of it. But even with all of the packs like I had trouble cluttering them. And, you know, that's just one of the things that really bugs me because, like, obviously a lot of people don't, most people don't have every single pack, and because it's expensive, like, I'm not gonna lie, every single pack is really expensive. I did the math once and it was wild. I'm not gonna do it again because I don't want to send myself into a spiral of, oh my god, I spent so much money on this game. But you know, I feel like we should have an option that where they come cluttered, you know, they're the same counters, same swatches, everything like that, but one option where it's like decoratively cluttered and you know, they're not necessarily objects, maybe they're just a texture or whatever, and one option where we can clutter ourselves. I mean, obviously that would be like a lot more assets and things like that. But I really wish that was a potential that we could have. Unfortunately, though, I don't think it is. Um, so that makes me a little sad, but there are worse things. So this is one thing I'm not going to put too much of a fuss about. And in reality, I don't play often anyway, so it doesn't bug me that much. I don't know. I just thought I would bring that up really quick because I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. I might be, but I doubt it. I believe I've heard some chit chat from other people mentioning how they are annoyed that we don't have much kitchen clutter, but I don't know. And yeah. So I want to bring up this issue that I've been having with my game really quick, just to see if any of you might know a fix that I haven't already attempted, because it's really frustrating and I just want to fix it, but I haven't been able to find a way how. So in short, my Sims game is not working when it comes to screenshots. And what I mean is, you know, after a build, I go in to take screenshots, I go into tab mode, and I hit C to capture screenshots, like you would, like you're supposed to, like it says how to in game. But it just frankly does not work. Uh, and I don't really know why, but for whatever reason, it's just not working. I have tried basically everything to fix it too. I cannot find out how to fix this. I cannot figure it out. I have done like the factory reset, quote unquote, where you take your whole Sims 4 folder out of your Electronic Arts folder and start a new one. That didn't work. I tried repairing my game. That did nothing. I tried completely uninstalling and reinstalling my game, and that did nothing. So I just don't know how to fix it. Uh, so the way I've been taking screenshots the past 2 or 3 builds now is by actually using a mod so I can go into tab mode without having a sim there, and doing that and using the print screen key. And obviously this is not ideal, but it is what has to be done, and I will do it. So I guess I'm bringing this up because, like, maybe some of you have a thought as to how I can fix this, and if you do, I will be forever grateful, because doing it a print screen way comes with its own separate struggles and issues as well. So if any of you have a fix that you think might help, let me know in the comments, because, like I said, I'll be eternally grateful, because it is very frustrating. But I'll do what I have to do to continue doing builds. And right now we're just working on the little kind of entryway to the deck, like little mud space, I guess. I don't know. That's the spot I was talking about where I said I either sunk or raised it. I made it sunken. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it added a little bit of visual interest to the build, and I liked how it looked. So yeah. And now I'm just using the red shelf, link in the description if you're interested, to clutter up the bookshelf that I sized down. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when you size objects down that have slots on them, so say a dresser or a bookshelf or a table or a desk or whatever, if you size that object down, the slots will stay where they were initially. They won't size down with the object, and that's something that's like really frustrating to me, because I frequently use this bookshelf and size it down because I don't tend to often use the medium or tall wall height, which is kind of what's required for that bookshelf. So I frequently size it down. I was going to say sink it down. It's not a platform job. I frequently size it down just so I can use it more regularly. And that red shelf helps a lot, so I don't have the objects automatically clipping to the regular slots, and they kind of look like they're floating in the air. But now we're in the bathroom, and the bathroom's pretty basic. I made the shower kind of look like it's built in, which I really enjoy, and I'm using the same counters and cluttered them up a little bit underneath, and it's pretty basic. We're moving on from that relatively quickly. And so I did this, and I don't know why, but I put radiators in this house, and I don't often do that, but I just thought that the radiators actually kind of looked good in this house. And I don't often use them, but I thought it looked really nice here and kind of gave it a sense of personality, because oftentimes in like newer houses you don't tend to see them, so it kind of makes me feel like this house is kind of older and has some years to it, and I really like that about it, and I think it works really well. But we are getting pretty close to the end of the video, just working on the bedroom now, and last thing we have to do is both of, well, the front deck and the back deck, and then we're going to be jumping into the screenshots that I took with print screen, and then we'll be done. I didn't show any landscaping. I don't often show landscaping. I didn't show it here because it was very simple. I didn't do anything fancy at all. just trees and rocks and shrubs just kind of everywhere. And at this point, I still actually hadn't moved it to the new lot yet, so it still looks very small. But like I said, I moved it to a lot in Brindleton Bay, so I could landscape it how I wanted to. And on the back deck, we're just putting some skill building things. And I put a grill and the new picnic table from Snowy Escape as well. I really like the build objects from Snowy Escape. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I used them a lot. And you're actually not going to see me landscape, like I said, so you're not going to see me move it to the new lot in Brindleton Bay, but you will see in the screenshots kind of where it is. You can see the bridge from the lot. I think you'll know where it is if you have Brindleton Bay, or maybe you just don't play as much as me and I know the game too well, and I'm a little crazy. But either way, it's in Brindleton Bay. It's on a 30 by 20 lot in the upper right, so I'm hoping you'll be able to find that easier than you would if I didn't describe it to you at all. I don't know where that was going, but we are about to jump into some screenshots after I mess with the paint on the outside. So with all of that being said, I hope you enjoyed the build. If you want to download it, it is available on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends. If you like this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out some other videos of mine while you're at it.